Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on for a moment and make a quick rant video.
When I was low, I was feeling kind of ranty, so I put on my big girl panties and started up a YouTube channel with nothing but soul.
I just saw something on Twitter that came from our lovely Canadian taxpayer-funded media, my favorite, the CBC. It's a doozy. I'm just gonna have to play a clip for you. Check this out.
In regular times, her name is Bunny. But when she's in drag, whoop-bam! Madame Bunny.
So, what do you think of that? Quite the promotion of drag kids. Now, apparently, I'm, the bigot here. Any of us that don't think this is normal behavior for children, I suppose, have some sort of close-mindedness problem, right? But what I saw there, correct me if I'm wrong, was highly sexualized stuff with children. And I don't really understand why suddenly this has become not only neutral and okay, but pushed, but glorified. And by our taxpayer-funded, pushed on everybody, Canadian media. I know I'm smiling and I know I'm chuckling, but I'm actually quite concerned. And the more that I see this kind of stuff, the more I think that my friend Frank Vaughan is right. And we are looking at maybe a little bit of a collapse of civilization. The degeneracy that's going on right now and the essentially hedonism that is being pushed and the fact that it's trickling into our kids. I've done videos about how pedophiles don't seem to be really brought to justice in this country, in particular in my own province. The statistics are disgusting. Average sentences are very, very short, and it happens over and over again. We have major, major issues with the way that children are sort of being used in an experimental sort of way when it comes to things like transgenderism and puberty blockers, which I've also spoke about on my channel. I have experience with puberty blockers for a medical illness called endometriosis because it is used in women's health issues sometimes, and it's no joke of a drug. It's a serious one. I'll put that in the description below if anyone's interested. But yeah, this is kind of reaching a point where we are verging on normalizing pedophilia. And I've seen other articles that talk about, MAPS, minor affected persons, that it's not something wrong, it's just a different preference, and we need to be a lot more respectful of that. Oh, that's a slippery slope. I'm pretty disgusted right now. And if I didn't hate CBC before, I certainly do now. And I'm proud to say that the PPC is the only party that is planning to defund the CBC and planning to make it have to compete, like everybody else, for their supper. Because right now, the way that they are propagandizing to the Canadian people is atrocious, unethical, and absolutely unacceptable. These are children. For God's sakes, these are children. I don't have a lot else to say. I just had to share that with you. Please share so that people know what's going on in our country, what's being normalized, what's being promoted and made into something flashy and cool. And you're a cool parent if you're okay with this. And you got to be your kid's friend, and we all have to be tolerant and accepting of everything, no matter what we feel about it. Guess that's the new norm. For the first time, I will use a prop that was sent to me by one of my subscribers today. Lauren, I think I found a spot for the Clown World prop. As always, guys, be good to each other. Never because the government tells you to. Honk, honk.